Facebook, how are we doing? What's happening? So, this morning, I am on my iPad, which I don't normally use for live, so I'm trying to get it set up so it actually stands up, which is causing me pain, which is not ideal at all. How are we all though? Are we good? So this morning, we are doing a video with one of my estate agent contacts, and on this video what I wanted to do was basically break things down from their perspective. So what happens is that we talk property sourcing all the time and we talk about how hard it is for us, and hold on, I'm going to just put something behind my iPad. Wait there, 2 seconds, I'll be back. Let me find something I can rest it on. There we are, I think that will work. Hello. Aha! It's result. So, yes, this morning we're going to be talking to one of my agent contacts, okay? I'm working from home this morning, which is why there's a bit of a different... this is actually my husband's music studio behind me. This is where all his magic happens. So on this video, we're going to be inviting Michael in a minute when I can see that he's on here. But we talk a lot in our world about what's in this for us. You know, why an agent's a pain in the arse, and why agents aren't accepting our offers, and why this, and why they're getting in the way, and all of these sorts of things, right? But I don't think a lot of us really think about the fact that they're trying to do a job too. And they've got a client to report to too. And they've got a boss to satisfy too, right? Everybody's got somebody they're reporting to. So what I wanted to do, this is the first of a series of videos I'm going to do, probably 3, where I'm going to basically get, from the agent's perspective, answers to some of the problems and the challenges that we as property sourcers are facing day in, day out when it comes to dealing with agents, buying houses, selling houses, securing houses, and all these sorts of things, okay? So I'm going to try and bring Michael in on a split screen. So let me just deal with the tech stuff, which we all know I'm not great at. Let me see if I can find him first of all. Okay, so I need to invite. I love this bit. Bloody technology, hey? Invite Michael, Michael. There he is, invite. Oh, that was step 1, complete. There he is. So, bring them on camera. Michael, are you ready? Bring them on camera. Loading. I think we've got it. Connecting. Hey Michael.
Hi Michael, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well.
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very well indeed.
Thank you for fitting us
in super early doors. We appreciate it.
Not a problem.
So on this video, guys, what I'm going to do is just fire over questions, Michael, that you guys have given to me.
And
I am going to
ask Michael to be as super honest
as he can be.
And to tell us
from his perspective what the biggest challenges are when dealing with sources.
So Michael,
first of all,
could you just
introduce yourself?
Who you are,
what you do, how long you've been an agent for?
Okay, morning everyone. My name's Michael Bailey. I am a branch manager of an independent estate agency. I'm currently in my 13th year in the business. I've worked mainly in the independent sector. I'm originally from London, so I worked in relatively strong markets down there. And then I moved to the Northwest about 7 years ago, so now I work in the Northwest. And I also worked for a national company in between both of those, so I've got a really good understanding of agency and what goes on in different parts of the country. I've got a lot of good connections as well throughout the country in terms of investors, other agents that I'm close to and that we bounce ideas off in terms of like mastermind and things like that. So the main thing to say is I'm grateful because I love the job I've got, which is very rare, so that's really good. And my outside doing what I'm supposed to do, selling houses, I want to try and help people as best as I can learn more about what is in some senses quite a closeted industry, which really it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So in terms of the sorts of property you deal with,
is it mostly
residential or commercial?
Mainly residential.
Excellent.
Excellent.
So
So
this
this community
community
is
is
all
all property
property
sources or budding
sources or budding sources, people trying to learn to
build
build portfolios for their investors
Okay.
or build
or
portfolios
build
themselves.
portfolios themselves.
What is your
What is your experience as an agent
dealing with
dealing with sources
in general?
in general?
Okay. Generally quite mixed. I have dealt with, and I know a number of good people that do it. A number of people that I like dealing with because they're really direct, know what they want,
Yeah.
and that makes my life easy. But then I have dealt with another sort of section of the community, if you will, who come and try and make deals, if you want, without really introducing themselves properly, without building any relationship, and sometimes, to be totally honest, not necessarily letting on what they're trying to do. And that ends up causing issues for everybody sort of further down the line if we manage to get a deal agreed. So generally good, but like any industry, my own included, there's been some bad experience as well.
What's been your worst
experience dealing with a sourcer?
Someone that came to us on the proviso that they were purchasing the property themselves. They did everything that we asked them to in terms of the due diligence side from agency, and then the deal was dragged out and out and out and out for, I don't know, 6 to 8 weeks, and it turned out there was no investor at the end when it transpired they were sourcing. The way that affects us as agents is we then get it in the net rightly from our clients. It's made as if we've not done our due diligence properly when we can only really go off the face value of what's been told to us. That's my worst experience, and it's little experiences like that. Another one that happened recently, actually, I had an offer on a property. I still don't know this is the case, but my reading of what happened, I think they were sourcing for somebody else. Made an offer and then it got totally gone missing, which is almost worse than a fall through to a vendor because there's no closure to any of that. So they're the kind of two bad experiences that I would say I've had.
Okay.
Okay.
How
frustrating is that to you?
Massively, because all we want to do from our side is sell what's most people's biggest tax-free asset for the best price. And our job is made harder when we're trying to work with buyers. And this isn't just sources, this is like a general point on buyers as well, I guess, who talk the talk, but in the end don't walk the walk, which can happen for various reasons. But when it's down to not giving full disclosure and messing around, that's a real frustration for us as agents.
In terms of introducing yourself as a sourcer, when you first pick up the phone
to an agent, what's your number one tip of how to start that relationship?
Well, the main thing I would say is doing that without expecting anything back. That's massive. Not many agents, well, I'll rephrase. There's not many agents I'm familiar with that I think know what sourcing per se means. So, in fact, I met a chap yesterday who's sourcing, and he's actually said to me, and this is something I would have said anyhow, the relationships he started to build, he simply told people that he's looking for properties on behalf of investors, which is totally true. But I think because of the terminology, a lot of agents tend to get scared or not understand it. So basically, introduce yourself and go in trying to build a relationship, because really that's for me. I like to work with people, whether it's a first-time buyer looking for their dream family home or an investor or whatever it might be. Building that relationship is really important to me, and I believe to the other agents. As I said, I've got a good network of people I'm in contact with throughout the rest of the country.
So generally when I'm speaking to an agent, I will open all of my calls saying that we're sourcing property on behalf of our clients. Because I feel like being honest in the first instance is important. How long do you think it takes to build a relationship where an agent, I guess you can only talk from your perspective, but get to a point where a relationship, they really understand what we do?
Well, I can give you an example. There's a guy that I've been talking to recently via social over in Yorkshire, and he's sourcing. And the main sort of agent that he's working with he sort of suggested that that's taken a good number of months to build that rapport and build that relationship, so that now people are coming forward to him with stock that they've got, which might work for his purposes. So really, that side of it, I think, is important. It's going to take a while. You need to put the effort in on the ground level without expectation of return, the way I do things as well when I'm dealing with certain clients, and hopefully at the other end something might come to fruition. But it's all about building that relationship.
I think that's probably the people that I train with, I work with, it's the biggest mistake they make. I think they can make one call, say, I'm the best source of their is, they're just going to get loads of houses. And I say all the time, you need to speak to your agent every week. You need to ring them up, ask how they are, have a coffee with them, drop in and see them. It might take you 3, 4, 5 months to get a deal positioned to you. If you don't put in the legwork, you can't expect any kind of relationship to build. And if there's no relationship, they're not going to talk to you. Would you agree?
I would, yes. It's about staying top of mind. Like for me, with vendor potential sellers in the future, it's about trying to position yourself top of mind, trying to be helpful to them. If I get their business, great, but if not, I've at least given them something along the way in terms of sort of value. But staying top of mind is, it's definitely the way to go. Lots of people throughout my career have come in the office who I don't know from anybody, told me what they're looking for, and everyone's looking for the holy grail, obviously 25, 30, 40% below market value. But realistically, most of those people I've never spoken to again, not necessarily from my part, because they think that's enough for me to start trying to work with them to sell houses, which we do to an extent, but a lot of those people tend to just slide off. The main buyers that I work with on a day-to-day basis, whether that be investor clients or kind of residential first-time buyers or upsizers, the most fruitful relationships are those that we put a lot of time and effort into.
So apparently I've got an issue with my sound. Can you hear?
I can't know.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Can everybody hear me? Because if you can,
No worries.
Right. Is that any better? Ah, yes.
Yeah, some people are struggling to hear me.
Right.
Give me 2 seconds.
Is that any better? No. How annoying. Right. So I'm going to stop this live. Come out of it. And bring you back in my phone because no one can hear me speaking.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, give me 2 minutes.